Hello everyone, this is Pure Mathematics Chapter 2. In this video we are going to discuss about section 2.5 logarithmic function. So to define this logarithmic function, first we have to look at the definition of the exponential function. In the previous lectures we have seen the general form of exponential function is y is equal to a power x, where the base is a and this base is not equal to 1 and base is always positive. That means a is greater than 0. So whenever we have this exponential function y is equal to a power x, we can define the logarithmic function as logarithm of y to the base a is equal to x. That means whenever we are writing logarithm of y to the base a equal to x, we say that to get this y, we have to raise the base a to the power x. So a is to be raised to the power x to get this number y. So y is equal to a power x. Then we read this one as log y to the base a is equal to x. So what does it mean? Y is equal to a power x. So whenever y is equal to a power x, we write logarithm of y to the base a is equal to x. Similarly, we can write this way: if x is equal to a power y, then also we can say logarithm of x to the base a is equal to y. So here a is base in the exponential function. Here also a is the base in the logarithmic function. So in the logarithmic function, we write base here in between log and x, and we read it as logarithm of x to the base a is equal to y whenever x is equal to a power y. So this logarithmic definition completely depends on the exponential function. So whenever y equal to a power x, we say logarithm of y to the base a is equal to x. And if you observe here, x is in the domain of this exponential function, whereas if you look at logarithmic function, x is the range. It is in the range. So the domain of exponential function is same as the range of logarithmic function. Similarly, here y is the range of exponential function. So here y is the domain of logarithmic function. That means the range of exponential function is same as the domain of logarithmic function. So this is vice versa. From logarithm we can define the exponential, and from the exponential function we can define the logarithmic function, provided the base always positive greater than 0 and base is not equal to 1. And this is the graph of logarithm of number x to the base b, and this x should be always positive, because for the logarithmic function the domain is all positive real numbers. That is, x must be positive always. And what is the range? Y is any real number, positive or negative or 0, because the domain of this logarithmic function is nothing but the range of exponential function, and range of logarithmic function is nothing but the domain of exponential function. And you can look at these two graphs. Here this is an exponential function, y is equal to a power x, and the base a is greater than 1, therefore it is increasing. And here the domain is all real numbers, x values, any real number you can take, positive, negative as well as 0. And the range means y values are only positive here, because the range of exponential function is r plus. Whereas coming to the logarithmic function, the domain is only positive real numbers. That means x values are only positive real numbers greater than 0. So for logarithmic function, x must be always greater than 0. And the range range of logarithmic function is all real numbers. Y values positive, negative as well as 0. That means if we apply logarithm to a positive real number, the value will get y, the image can be any real number, positive or negative. So let us look at the properties now. So some of the properties of this logarithmic function. The domain of logarithmic function is always r plus. That means x values you must take only positive real numbers. And the next one is the range. Range of exponential function is r. That means y values can be positive or negative or 0. Any real number, that will be the range. And this we are talking about the logarithmic function, and the logarithmic function is increasing or decreasing based on the base. If the base is greater than 1, just like the exponential function, the same property we have for logarithm. Whenever the base is greater than 1, it is increasing, and when the base b is less than 1, the logarithmic function is decreasing. And the graph of logarithmic function is always continuous without any breaks. And the logarithm of any number to the same base will be 1. That means logarithm of b to the base b is equal to 1. And this is true for any b. For example, logarithm of 25 to the base 25 equal to 1. Similarly, you can say logarithm of 3 to the base 3 equal to 1. Any number to the same base, logarithm of any number to the same base is always 1. This is true from the fact that here if we look at the definition, logarithm of y to the base a equal to x if y equal to a power x. We have seen this definition. Whenever y is a power x, we write logarithm of y to the base a equal to x. So using this definition and using this equation that b equal to b power 1, b equal to b power 1 is always true. B is always equal to b power 1. Therefore, logarithm of b to the base b equal to 1. This equation, this exponent, we can write as a logarithm of b to the base b equal to 1. So that's why logarithm of any b to the same base is always 1. And also logarithm of 1 to any base is 0. Logarithm of this number 1 to any base is always 0. This comes from this property because 1 is equal to b power 0. Any number b, if the power is 0, the value is 1, where the base is positive and not equal to 1. And if the base b and its power is 0, the value is 1. So this is in the form of an exponent. If we write the equivalent logarithm, so logarithm of 1 to the base b is always equal to 0. That's why logarithm of this number 1 to any base b is always 0. So you can write log 1 to 39, base 39 is 0, log 1 base 6 is 0, log 1 base 1 by 2, any base you can take provided base is positive and not equal to 1. Now we look at the natural logarithm. So ln x is called the natural logarithm, where the base we take it as the special number e. In general, we write logarithm to any base b. In place of that base b, if we take a particular number, the special number e, that logarithm we call natural logarithm, and we write it as ln. So ln x means logarithm to the base e. So here ln e is always 1, because ln e means logarithm of e to the base e, because ln means only base is e. So ln e is equal to logarithm of e to the base e. And we know logarithm of any number to the same base is always 1. So this log e to the base e is 1. Therefore ln e is equal to 1. Also ln 1 is 0, because we know logarithm of 1 to any base is 0. So to the base e is also 0. Here we can see ln x. ln x means logarithm to the base e, Whenever the base is e, we call that logarithm natural logarithm and we denote it by ln. And here we have ln e. Ln e means logarithm of e to the base e. And whenever the number and base both are the same, the value is 1. And also since e is equal to e power 1, you can write logarithm of e to the base e is equal to 1. And we have some properties of logarithm. These are the laws of logarithm which are used in solving logarithmic equations. This is section 2.6, and in this we have these properties or the laws. The first property is that log AB is equal to log A plus log B. That means when there is a product A and B, if we apply logarithm to that product, that can be expanded as logarithm of the first number log A plus logarithm of the second number log B. So log AB equal to log A plus log B. The second property or the second law, log A by B, if there is division, then we can write it as logarithm of A minus logarithm of B. That is logarithm of numerator A log A minus logarithm of B. So whenever there is division, you will get minus in between the logarithms. And the third property, logarithm of A power n is equal to n log A. So when there is power, the n is here in the power, that power you can take before logarithm. So and these two are equal. So log A power n is same as n times log A. And the fourth property, logarithm of A to the base B can be written as is equal to logarithm of A to the base C divided by logarithm of B to the base C. So we can introduce a new base C. Here it is called base changing rule, where we don't have C here. We can introduce that C as a base, and we can write log A to the base B as log A to the base C divided by log B to the base C. So generally we take these logarithms to the base 10 or to the base e. So in calculator, the logarithms to the base 10 are given as logs, and the logarithms to the base e are given as ln. Now let us look at these two examples where we are rewriting the logarithmic expansion expression and expand it. So we have to rewrite log AB square divided by C using logarithmic rules. So let us take log AB square by C. There is a division. So when there is division, we have log AB square divided by C is equal to logarithm of numerator, that is AB square, minus logarithm of denominator, log C. So whenever there is division, we will get minus in between the logarithms for the numerator minus logarithm of denominator. Now logarithm of AB square, there is a product. So when there is product, we have to expand with plus. So logarithm of AB square is log A plus log B square, and already we have minus log C. Now in log B square, 2 is in the power. So the power can be taken before logarithm. Therefore, this is equal to log A plus 2 log B minus log C. So this power is taken before log and written as 2 log B. So this is how we expand logarithm of AB square by C. And another example, logarithm of x cube y divided by z power 4. And we try to expand this using properties or the rules. Log x cube y by z power 4 is equal to, there is a division here. So that is equal to logarithm of numerator x cube y minus, when there is division, you will get minus logarithm of denominator z power 4. Now log x cube y, there is a product. So the product is expanded with plus. So logarithm of x cube plus logarithm of y minus logarithm of z power 4. Here 3 is in the power. So whenever 3 is in the power, you can take it before logarithm. So this is equal to 3 log x plus log y. Here also 4 is in the power. You can take before logarithm using the property. So that is 4 log z. Therefore, log x cube y by z power 4 is 3 log x plus log y minus 4 log z. So here few problems here we have in the exercise. You can try to expand this using the properties. So whenever there is division, we will get logarithm of numerator minus logarithm of denominator. After that we expand the product, logarithm of ABC square, and after that the power rule. Whenever there is power, power can be taken to before logarithm. Using those rules you can expand these logarithmic expressions. So this is the end of this presentation.